It comes as no surprise that men are less likely than women to go to a doctor. This is true for everything from the most minor of medical conditions to medical concerns that may be of a personal or intimate nature.
Most men would say, if I have a medical condition, oh, it'll get better. Or if my vision is blurred, it'll be fine. And you're right. Men don't want to. Maybe they think it's a sign of weakness, but in reality, the weakness is not seeking help.
And nothing could be more intimidating to tough, sports-minded guys than talking to a doctor about intimacy issues. One such condition that many men aren't even aware of is something called Peyronie's disease.
This men's health condition, Peyronie's disease it's called, can create problems with intimacy. And suddenly all these brave and superheroes on the field or on the racetrack, behind closed doors, can have self-esteem issues and depression and relationship problems because of Peyronie's disease.
And while you may not have heard of Peyronie's disease, a surprising number of men suffer from the condition.
You may think, well, this is a rare condition, but really not so. 1 in 10 men. 1 in 10 now. So if you think about a stadium or an arena that has 100,000 people in it, as many as 10,000 men could have this condition.
So 10% of men have this condition, which brings up the question, what is Peyronie's disease?
Peyronie's disease, or PD, is a curvature that can be painful during arousal and intimacy. So a man knows they have the problem. They can visually see it during arousal. And then what happens, aside from the physical pain and the ability to perform, is the emotional distress, the self-esteem problems, the depression, the anxiety. And it begins to propagate more emotional issues. And when all they need to do is not be embarrassed and seek help, which means picking up the phone and calling a urologist who can help you, or ask about the curve by going to askaboutthecurve.com.
And while the condition is uncomfortable, there are non-invasive treatments.
The treatment is not surgical. The treatment involves an enzyme that dissolves scar tissue. But the key is getting that individual to say, okay, I'm going to call a urologist, or I'm going to find a urologist, or I'm going to get my primary care doctor to refer one, and because this is becoming an issue, and I'm embarrassed. But once you get to a urologist, you're going to be glad you did. You're going to say, why did I wait? And so that's why I'm here, to try to get the word out in terms of medical awareness about, hey, ask about the curve. Don't be embarrassed. Go get help.
And you can get that help by visiting your doctor and checking out askaboutthecurve.com. I'm David Wiley for California Life.